Angry guy here, and passport bros are damaging the self-esteem of women. Passport bros are damaging the self-esteem. Let's just go and jump straight into the video.
Do you guys know what a passport bro is?
No. I do.
You do? Okay. What about you? No? Do you know what a passport bro is?
Mm-hmm.
You do? Okay. What is a passport bro? Smiley.
It's a nigga that fly you out, ain't it?
Okay. She doesn't know what a passport bro is.
Oh.
What is a passport bro?
It's a guy that goes to a foreign country to get ads.
Okay. How'd you hear about the passport bro movement?
Through YouTube.
I'm sorry?
YouTube.
Through YouTube? Who do you watch that you put you onto this?
I don't know. It's just like in the algorithm. I can't say like what channel it was, but I overheard it in a
You ever heard
video
it? When did you find out about it?
couple months ago.
A couple months ago?
Mhm.
Okay. So there you go, guys. One girl on the panel knew it. And I've told you guys this before. Like, most girls from the United States don't know and or care about passport bros. Long story short, she was right. It's basically guys going to other countries to find women that are more feminine and submissive and more traditional, more attractive. Colombia,
I get that.
Philippines.
So,
I'm here, aren't I?
no, but like one time I heard you say that when you ever get a wife, you're gonna go get her from the Middle East.
Oh, yeah, I would go to the
So
UAE,
your
but that wouldn't be a passport,
Oh,
bro,
okay.
really,
I'm just
because they're going to certain countries of a certain
They
demographic.
go to like Colombia,
Colombia.
Philippines,
Yeah.
Thailand, whatever.
Brazil.
I could
poor
imagine those
countries
girls is
typically.
really submissive over there and very woman-like, very ladylike.
If only Americans were the same way, but they're not.
We got too much freedom.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's why women deserve less. Well, coming out very soon, niggas.
No, it's true,
No, I'm just
it's
kidding. It's
true.
talking right now. No. Here's the thing. It's not that women deserve less freedom or any of that. No, I think we need obviously all the same social privileges between both. We're equal in that regard. It's just that what's happened is since women have entered the workforce and make their own money, they don't need men.
They
And to be
become
honest with you,
masculine, and
they
that's
become
not
masculine.
that's not
But
right.
the other thing too is that, let's be honest, most women don't like most men.
Yeah,
that's really what it comes down
Women
to.
are rejecting like most men that come at them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like
they
it
be
used to be
weird.
where like girls used to, deal with guys because it was a necessity. But nowadays they don't need to because they make their own money. I'll put it this way. Like I always look at women look at men like men look at jobs. So men look at jobs of, okay, I need to do this. It's a means to an end. And most guys don't like their jobs, but they deal with it because it gets them where they need to go. And they're willing to leave that job to find a better job if it gives them more money, more benefits. Women are the same way with men. Hey, I don't really want to work, but it's a means to an end, and I'll take this job. But if a better one comes along, I'll take that job with the better benefits. And they're willing to move on. That's why women initiate breakups, because a better job came along, aka a better guy. So that's kind of the way I look at it. But since women don't like most men, they're not going to deal with most men. So a lot of guys is like, damn, I'm an average guy, right? I'm like a 5 or a 6. I can't even attract a girl on my level because she's dating guys that are 6, 7, 8s, and 9s. So I got to go somewhere where it's more even. And a lot of times to be even, you got to go to like a Brazil, Romania, Ukraine. These are places that we used to go.
Walk the dirt roads.
Well, not
And break
necessarily.
into the city.
Like a lot of these countries aren't like that poor. It's just that the women have different values.
They were raised different.
Yeah.
I agree because I don't like how Americans act.
Yeah.
You might
I
as well
really
call
don't.
them niggas Captain Save-A-Hole then.
Well, I will say this. Ultimately, at the end of the day, when they do leave America to go wherever they go, like Colombia, you guys don't care. I mean, you're still here.
Yeah,
Dating
that's
other
what we
men.
tell. That's what we tell
So,
people.
Yeah, they don't
'Cause
care.
A lot of guys on this side of the internet tell us like, "Oh yeah, bro, like we're gonna stick it back to these women, passport bros." And I'm like, bro, they don't give a fuck.
They
That y'all
could
niggas are
care
leaving.
less.
They don't care because most women don't care about most men. Period.
I
They
didn't
don't
even
care.
know what that
life is
passport bro was.
miserable.
I
Yeah.
really don't care.
That's
Yeah.
miserable as fuck. Who the fuck want to be? Oh,
Because the girls over here,
Well, nah,
it's
the girls are
wild.
better, bro. I ain't gonna lie. When we were in Romania, the girls were way better.
They're the
Let's just
same.
be
Quiet,
Go,
like
yeah,
where you're
like,
appreciated.
like you know,
like,
they're
I ain't even gonna
100%.
cap. Like other places, the girls are better. But the thing is that
friendly. They smile.
where have you
Like,
been? Where your bitches have been real top tier? Where have you been?
when I went to Romania, that opened my eyes.
Like, okay, what are those women like?
Well, for one, they're not loud. They're not obnoxious. They don't interrupt. They don't interject. Just have
Ladylike
more feminine.
women.
Like they'll like without you asking, they'll like clean the place up.
They have
You know
less,
what I mean?
less bodies, and like let's say for example they're dating one person, they don't go to the next person. Okay, let me see what he's like or who he's like.
They
You know what?
embrace their femininity.
Yeah, they one person at a time.
They take great care in appearing a certain way. Making sure that their appearances are up to par. When they're another big thing I notice is if like you bring them in public, they don't talk when you're with other guys. They'll be quiet. They don't really speak unless they're spoken to. because they don't want to embarrass you. So just like little things like that like American girls really like don't do.
I try to.
But
do
back
those
to
things.
this.
I really
Yeah.
Those
do.
are the ones that they get cheated on.
Yeah, when I have done things like that, like have men test me, they're like, what was I just talking about? I'm like, oh, I don't listen when men talk. They're like, oh, you
Wait,
passed.
But
Still
ladies,
cheat. Still
did I
got
not
it.
say earlier that men are going to cheat regardless most of the time?
But
That's why
those
I
are the
said
ones that
lie.
get a ring, they get a house, and they get a car and a baby. And
You're
they're
either
happy.
gonna get cheated on with a broke dude.
That's
or
why I
a
don't
dope
care
guy.
about.
You know, guys, it's unbelievable. You know, right now these women, and you can see it, acting like care, but they absolutely do. They're in their feelings right now because they're realizing that the standard of women living in our countries are much higher in some ways when it comes to how they take care of themselves. They have higher standards for themselves. You know, they require us look a certain way when they carry themselves in public. They embrace their femininity. They conduct themselves in different ways. You can still look very attractive without showing everything off and dressing in a promiscuous way. It's become increasingly difficult for modern women to really, have any semblance of femininity within them because that's something really not rare. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this content, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications to never miss another video again, and like the video because it tells YouTube you're enjoying my content. You want to see more of it, and more of it. But yeah, continuing. Modern women, most women do not like most men in society today. It's the honest to goodness truth, okay? 80% of women don't like 95% of men. I mean, think about that very, very carefully. 80% of women do not like 95% of men. 95% of men are viewed as either outright unattractive or average to most women. 95%. So it includes guys that make over $100,000 a year. They view those guys as broke boys. This includes guys that are 6'3", includes guys who are handsome, good looking, this guys, they'll basically, you say something that they don't like. Oh, he's too clingy, because he says he likes you. What? A woman that I like you. Oh, you're too clingy. What? I remember once years ago I was talking to her and she was in her 50s, pushing 60, and she literally said that she went on a date with a guy and he told her that, he never thought he'd meet somebody else, somebody he had feelings. And as soon as he told her that, she no longer had feelings for him. And that really hurt. That hit me hard. She was a person in her 50s and she was pushing 60. And this is the same person that went and had a kid all on her own. She had a kid all by her. She went to a bank, one of those banks, got that genetic material, had a kid entirely on her own, and her daughter has issues. For example, she said that she can barely get a hug from her daughter, and her daughter's already let her know that when she turns 8, taken off. That was years ago. And why does her daughter act like that? Because she doesn't have a father in her life. And this same woman who basically is easily turned off by guys that even reciprocate interest in her is the same person that said that she wanted to like the homeless shelter and pick up a guy and bring him home. All right. And I'm like, what? Why would you do that? Years ago, I made a statement about the plans, and someone reminded me of this, because a lot of y'all think that, the whole plan is new. Like this whole ranking system, plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, plan S, plan Z, Z is for Z guys. Z guy, it's what applied to guys. It's basically guys who have zero chance, and women who have zero, guys who have zero having a relationship, and women who have and women who have zero chance of pair bonding. And then but someone reminded me angry, don't forget plan, because you said years ago that women were going to go and they're going to start going, and getting guys from the prisons. And it's crazy. It's crazy, but here's the thing about Plan P. Plan Prison, the prison guys, they actually Plan Prison. You can roll that right into Plan S, because those are the guys that women see. I find things. You can Plan P guys into Plan S, because those are the guys that women genuinely love and want to be with. Okay? Those are the Chads. Those are the Tones. Their hearts. Those are the guys that they absolutely love. So you can roll those Plan P guys right into S. These are the guys that have really nothing going for them, and women will literally subsidize the cost of their living. She'll go out and buy this guy a PlayStation 5. She'll spend her money to go see him. This guy is like sleeping on the floor on an air mattress, and she'll stop by McDonald's and buy him, like, pick him up a Big Mac and some fries, and she'll hook him up. She'll hook him up, or she'll go and grab him an 8-piece from KFC. And she'll feed it. She'll feed him, and then she'll pay her own way back. And then he'll play video games all night, go to and do it the next day, do it all again the next night. And these are the guys that she loves, and she's there praying for him and thanking God for him, saying how wonderful a man he is. This guy has been in and out of jail for like 40 times. There's like 40 arrests on him, over 40 arrests, and these are the guys that they love. These are the guys that they, and I've said it, like, the pastor bros, they are damaging the self-esteem of women, because you have to understand that a lot of these, they don't have very high self-esteem. They don't think, I'll explain the reason why. They don't think you think that they think highly of themselves, but really no self-respect. Okay? They have no self-respect. And when you carry yourself a certain way, they think that, but in reality, look at the way that they carry themselves. Look at the way that they treat their bodies. Look at the promiscuity. Going to having saying that, oh, I'm going through my whole phase. Like, who would do something like that? They don't have. So a lot of these young ladies don't have proper self-respect, right? So when they hear that guys are walking away, they think, oh, they know, they absolutely know that it's not just because you have guys who can't find a relationship, they can't get a woman. No, you have guys who are just, they don't want, they're viewing equality in Western society as being a negative. They're saying that the quality just isn't there overseas. Find someone of essence, someone of value, and I can live a happy and functional life there. And you've got these ladies that are all millionaires, and if you hear like, oh, the guy makes $100,000 a year, he's a broke boy. Like, he doesn't even qualify. He's not even for these women. He's not even a lot of these women. He's not even a plan C. He's a plan D. Unbelievable. All right, he's like plan desperate, because for some of these women, a come up, like the come up guy is a guy at least $1 million a year. Maybe $1 million a year, because then they say that he has potential. And because they guy that's going to make millions of dollars a year, so that when they leave and they take half of that, that's going to set them up for the rest of their life, and then they transition and do what they want to do in life. See, that's their definition of a plan B guy. When they go and get a plan B guy, they won't have to again after that. After they leave and they take half his stuff, they're not going to have to work again. After they collect that alimony and that child, they're not going to have to work again. That's gonna set them up for life. That's what a proper plan B guy is. For those of you understand, and they're going to be able to shop and enjoy life and get everything that they want and everything that they deserve because Jesus told them. Jesus told them so. Guys, passive bros are damaging the self-esteem of women. What do you guys actually think about this? Are you surprised by this? I want to know I want to hear your thoughts. So let's talk more about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads MWA, men walking away. And cheers.